Coshocton, it is time to watch Now You're Talking with me, Jesse Marcinkovich. And as always, Now You're Talking goes live at 10 o'clock every Wednesday morning. And you're watching it on CoshoctonTV.com, Coshocton's online TV station. Let's go ahead and get into your headlines from this past week. The 20 jobs for Ohio's graduate students from Coshocton High School competed in a career development competition on March 20th at Ohio University, Zanesville. And the following students earned top honors. For employment interview, Taylor Slaughter was first. And the team challenge, Brandon Taylor, Brandon Bowman, Evan Johnson, and Austin Bryant were first. Brock Bolden, Kyle Corder, Sakura Harris, and also Tanner Cunyon were second. In the telephone interview, Kayla Cowden and Josh Helbling were second. Application techniques, CJ Helter was third. Students for service, Cheyenne Storson and also Miranda Brown were second. Public speaking, Brock Bolden, second. Decision making, Austin Bryant, third. The first place winners will compete at the state competition in Columbus in May. Congratulations! Also, don't forget on April 13th through the 15th, the Beagles will be returning to Coshocton for the 5th year. United Kennel Club, the world's largest all-breed performance registry, in association with the Coshocton County Beagle Club and sponsored by the Black Gold Dog Food, is pleased to announce that this year's Hunting Beagle Nationals, a hunting and bench show event, celebrating its 21st year of competition, the Hunting Beagle Nationals will be held on April 13th through the 15th at the Coshocton County Fairgrounds. Now on to our show of Now You're Talkin'. I have a special guest here with me today. This is Kim Gress, and many of you know her. And Kim is in charge of the Expanded Food and Nutrition Education Program. It's one of those great programs here in the community that helps people learn how to save money, especially with groceries and meal planning, but also to know what exactly are you consuming in those sodas that you consume. So Kim, tell me more about the Expanded Food and Nutrition Education Program, which is also called FNEP.
FNEP is the easy way to remember it.
It's long.
This was originally a 2-year grant, and this is my 4th year, so we've been lucky enough to get it funded 2 more times. So we're very, very happy about that. We actually work with people 185% over the poverty line to be eligible for this program. Now, I can't turn anybody away, but if somebody like a grandma that has kids, grandkids that they watch, they're more than welcome to take the program also. So we do a good job. It's a lot of fun. It's actually a food and nutrition, food safety, nutrition. We cover all kind of topics. We do a lot of 8 one-hour classes, and sometimes they run a little over because we like to jaw too much. There is an incentive for each class they attend. They get an incentive, and that may be measuring cups, a meat thermometer, a grocery list. So they get all kinds of different things. We also have a food. So I usually give them some suggestions, they pick, and then that's what I cook and bring in the next week. So they actually get to taste the food, and then they get the recipes for it so that they can try it themselves. We also go over the recipe to see what could they change. Could they make it healthier? Could they buy it less expensive? So it's a good, it's really a good review. Because it's basic nutrition, people think, I don't need this. But it's a good review, and I have a good couple questions that I always ask when somebody says, I don't need it. And one of the questions is, do you wash your watermelon?
You're supposed to?
Yes, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
People say, but I don't eat the green, which is true.
It's true.
But if I pick that watermelon up out of the store, how many people touched it when it was picked, loaded, shipped,
Gross.
unloaded?
Gross.
Gross, exactly. And then you take it home and you take your nice knife and you cut right into it. You don't know where people have had their hands before they put it on that watermelon. So that's usually a good one that gets their attention and go, oh, I never thought about that.
I didn't know I was going to be getting asked questions.
Well, I got one more for you.
Goodness.
When you wash your vegetables, do you lay them in the sink?
No, I don't.
Congratulations. Yay. Most people think their sinks are relatively clean. They're not. You've got the drain, the bacteria, so no matter how clean you think your sink is, it's always better to take a bowl, put it in the sink or a colander, and put your vegetables in that so they're not laying on the... When we talk about physical activity versus exercise, when I say exercise, what do you think of?
Well, like working out 30 minutes 3 times a week or so.
Very good. When I think exercise, I think gym and weights and all of that. But physical activity is what we really promote in this program. And that can be running a sweeper. It can be hauling laundry up and down the steps. It can be playing with your kids. It can be doing yard work. There's all kind of things that fit into that. Now the different classes are, first class is Get Moving, and that's where we talk about the physical activity. 2 is Plan, Shop, and Save, where we talk about how to plan a menu, how to use the grocery circulars. 3 is Vary Your Veggies, focus on fruit. 4 is Make Half Your Grains Whole. 5 is Build Strong Bones. 6 is Go Lean with Protein. 7 is Make a Change, which is my favorite one, which covers sugar, fat, and salt. And also then the last one is Celebrate, Review, when we review.
I think you need to add a number 9 on there on how not to burn your food.
Well, yeah, that might be a good one.
That would be a good one for me.
I remember seeing that before, so yes, that would be good. We would cover that if you took the class, Jessie. I've had some really good success stories. I had a gentleman from the food pantry who took the class. He was a diabetic. He was very, very well informed on diabetes. When he got his initial paperwork back, he said, this is wrong, because they filled out a paper of everything they ate in the last 24 hours.
Okay.
Then they get a report back, and it shows how much they ate, how much they should have eaten, what their salt should be, what they actually had.
Wow.
And his was really high, and he said, I don't add salt to anything. That can't be right. I said, yes, it is right, because think about all the convenience foods that you eat that already has the salt in it. I also had one lady who went to the grocery store, took her husband with her, and it was after about the second class, so she's really starting to pay attention and read the nutrition facts panels. And she's looking at him, and he's getting restless and pacing, and she's looking at labels, and he said, what are you doing? And she said, well, Kim told me I was supposed to read these labels so I could pick out the healthier foods. Every week when she got home, he said, what'd you learn today? Well, Kim told me this. I said, would you please do me a favor? If I ever run into you in a store, don't introduce me as Kim. Tell him I'm Sue or somebody, but don't tell him I'm the one that taught you to do that. I give a lot of suggestions about kids, getting them to eat more fruits and vegetables. I had one mother in the class who always brought her son, and I would guess he was about 10, because he was real involved in the classes. So they chose a skillet lasagna, which is absolutely beautiful. It is a gorgeous dish to make and very good, but it's made with fresh spinach. So I had my spinach hid in it, and I divvied it up and handed out the plates, and the mom's sitting there watching the little boy, and I'm thinking, what? And he took a big bite, and he said, oh, Mom, this is really good. She says, what are you talking about? She says, I've tried for 8 years to get you to try. Just try lasagna. And she said you wouldn't do it. Now you're eating it with spinach.
Wow.
Another lady chopped her spinach up and put it in because she didn't want her teenage daughter. Her daughter was sitting beside her, and she said, I did what you suggested last week. I chopped the spinach up and put it in, and nobody knew it was there. And the girl turned around, looked at her mom, and she says, you did not. Yeah, you ate the spaghetti.
And you survived. You still liked it.
Yeah, really. Another thing we talk about, there's a kids tip every week that we try and get the parents. Parents are the role models. If you don't eat well, your kids aren't going to eat well. You can't very well say, you have to eat these vegetables when Mom or Dad doesn't eat them.
Right.
And that's come up before. It's just good basic information. We have a lot of fun, a lot of fun. We laugh and joke, but it's okay. It's a very visual program, by the way. So first I'll show you this, which is the new MyPlate. This kind of takes the place of my pyramid.
Okay.
You can see that the plate's divided in half. Before, when you looked at the pyramid, it was hard to tell how much you were supposed to have of each. This is much simpler. Half your plate should be fruits and vegetables. That's all you have to say. Half of my plate, fruits and vegetables. A little more vegetables than fruit. So it's very easy. This one just came out with my kids.
Okay.
And so it's got the kid portions. Again, the same thing. Vegetables and fruits and a little more of the vegetables. And I found that these are actually available at a local store for like $2.99.
Oh,
so it would be fun to have for the kids.
Do they have the adult version too?
No, they don't have the adult version, just the kid one. This is one of the displays that I use that usually is always a big hit. Everybody loves to see this. Okay, so if I had a small cup with 8 ounces of pop.
Okay, like out of a soda bottle.
Out of a soda bottle. I would actually get 7 teaspoons of sugar.
Now say that again.
7 teaspoons of sugar in 1 8-ounce cup of pop.
Wow. All of that sugar in that.
Okay. Now, if you have the 12-ounce can, you get 10 teaspoons of sugar.
Wow. All of that, and that's, I mean,
I know.
You might as well be drinking it all here.
Well, wait till you see what else I've got. Okay, here's a 20-ounce cup and a 20-ounce bottle.
Okay.
Want to guess how much is in there?
15?
18.
18.
18 teaspoons of sugar. So, yeah, that's what it looks like.
Just drinking sugar water.
You are drinking sugar water. Kind of like your iced tea.
Oh, now here's a good one. Ha ha ha, Kim.
And this is a 32-ounce Polar Pop. Everybody drinks Polar Pops. Want to guess?
Oh my, I don't even want to know because this is probably be insane. I'll say 20.
28.
28. Look at all that. This is getting heavier too. Look at all that sugar in there. In this. This is just crazy. That's what you're consuming. Wow. Now, this is regular soda.
Regular soda.
Regular soda. Okay.
Diet soda doesn't have any sugar, but it's got the chemicals.
Right.
Okay. The last one is this. This is the big boy.
To supersize your value meal.
That's a 44-ounce cup.
Wow. Here's this.
38 teaspoons.
Wow, and it's amazing because these are getting heavier and heavier and heavier.
I know.
I mean, wow. All of that in there. You really worth it?
You wouldn't just put water in that and drink it down, would you?
No, that'd be gross.
Yeah, but that's what people get when they drink like that.
Wow.
Now, to put it in kind of perspective, a cup of sugar is 43 teaspoons.
A cup of sugar.
A cup of sugar.
43
A regular
teaspoons.
measuring cup is 43 teaspoons. And this is 38, so it's just a few shy. And if I make cookies, I may put a cup of sugar in it, but I don't eat every cookie. But I'm going to drink all of that sugar.
Right. Wow, that's a great demonstration, Kim. Wow, Libby's working our camera right now, and Libby, can you believe that? All that sugar in there?
It's amazing.
It is amazing. She didn't know I was going to put her on the spot either. Now, Kim, how do we save money? So we went over the sugar. How do you get your the people, the students in your class to save money? Because that's the biggest thing. Times are tough. Everybody's looking to save a penny. How do we do that?
One of the main things I recommend is that you use your sales circulars. One of the grocery stores in town is actually online, and they have their flyer online. You can actually go on and click on the items that you want, and it'll print out a list at the end, and it's divided into departments in the grocery store.
Okay.
So that's very helpful.
Okay.
Another thing that you can do is if you have the circular, look at the circular, figure out what are some of the meats or your main dishes, buy them on sale, especially if you can buy the bulk pack. And then when you get ready, you make your grocery list. I had one mom who actually made a grocery list. She knew what she needed, and she went to the store and she didn't pick up anything that wasn't on the list. And when she got up to the checkout, she looked in the cart and she thought it was empty. It was only about half full. And so she saved monstrous amounts of money. I had another mom who, when you get your receipt back and they circle, you know, you
I love that part.
Save this much money. Well, she would write herself a check for that amount of money and put it in a separate account. I won't tell you that she went on a cruise.
From the money that she saved.
From the money she saved.
Wow. Do you have any other suggestions on how to save money when you're grocery shopping? Evidently, planning really does work when you plan ahead.
It does. It makes a big difference. Also, coupons. Coupons are very, very popular now. They kind of disappeared for a while, but now they're back. There's several places on the internet where you can go look up coupons. Also, you can go to like Kraft Foods or any of the name brands, and most all of those have a coupon section or will direct you to a coupon section. And most of the time, you just print out the ones that you need.
Okay, wonderful. What are some of those other, do you have any websites that you suggest to go on to besides those ones, or?
The main food ones, and then there's, if you Google coupons, I'm sure they're gonna come up with a whole page. I don't remember the specific names of, because there's so many of them anymore. But yeah, just Google coupons or food coupons, and I'm sure that they'll bring it up and you'll have plenty of information to go on.
All right. Some other websites that seem to be useful are rememberthemilk.com. Also, allrecipes.com have a bunch of great healthy recipes on there. Also, if you need free directory assistance, 1-800-FREE-411. If you're wanting to save money on gas, a lot of your grocery stores do have gas rewards. But also, decluttering your car. If you have a bunch of stuff in your car like I do, you can save 7 cents per gallon if you get a lot of the clutter out of your car. Also, other helpful sites include fatwallet.com, coursecoupons.com, and hip2save. Kim, anything else you'd like to add about how to save us money during grocery shopping, or is any of these other cool nutrition facts that you have here for us?
Actually, I'm going to encourage anybody that might be interested, whether you know you're interested or not, you can get more information, is to call our local OSU Extension office, and the phone number is 622-2265, and ask for me. I can let you know when there's going to be a class starting. I offer classes morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever is best for you. And we have a lot of fun, and it's completely free. It doesn't cost anything.
All right. Once again, this is Kim Gress with the Expanded Food and Nutrition Program. Education Program. Try to remember all, rather say FNEP. So thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and see what's happening here in this area with your activities. We have coming up on April 7th at 11 o'clock at the Coshocton County Fairgrounds is going to be an Easter egg hunt and getting in time ready for Easter on Sunday. We also have the Ohio Bigfoot Conference of 2012. That'll be on April 29th at the Pritchard Laughlin Civic Center in Cambridge. General admission is $10 and $4 for children 12 and younger. Doors will open at 11 on April 29th. For more information, go to www.ohiobigfootconference.com. You definitely want to check CoshoctonTV.com after that event, because I'm going to be getting some great video footage from the Ohio Bigfoot Conference. There is also an event coming up, a workshop for artists. It's going to be held on Saturday, May 26th, so it's a little ahead of schedule. It's from 8 until 6 at Ravens Glen Winery. The cost is $100, and it's for 10 students, so registration is required. The deadline to register is May 12th. And you can join a contemporary landscape painter for a day of painting in the vineyards of her home county of Coshocton. Work will be done in the studio and also outside to explore a variety of approaches to the landscape in oil. If you need more information, you can call the Pomerine Center 622-0362. Well, thank you so much for watching this edition of Now You're Talking. Until next time, have a wonderful Easter. And I'm Jessie Marcinkavage, and you have been watching CoshoctonTV.com, Coshocton's online TV station.